Assalamu alaikum, dear friends, how are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, look, some of the people they are wealthy, resourceful. Despite all that, they are actually covered from inside. They are not brave at all. They are they don't have the mental strength, they don't have the inner strength, so they are a weak personality. So due to all that, even the smaller difficulties and the troubles in their life make them very upset. They are seen unable to cope all that. So dear friends, which is indeed an unfortunate situation and it should not be so. On the other hand, there are some other people. These people are not as resourceful, they are not rich and famous, they are not influential. Despite all that, they do have the mental strength, they do have the inner strength, they do have the they do have the strong personality. I think this does matter and matter a lot really. So, my dear friends and fellows, I think that we should try to become a strong person first. We need to develop the mental and the inner strength first, as it matters a lot. It plays rather a decisive role in how good or bad our life is going to become. So we have made it a topic of our discussion today. So while I was looking for the thing which makes a person strong one, so I come across certain things. So these certain things are eight in number. Eight of these things make a person strong from inside, develop the inner strength, the mental strength, and of course a strong personality who is so capable of surviving, living here in this world. And now let's look upon all of those eight things one by one, because each one of those eight things are so important, so beneficial, so useful. So first of all, it is the you are not afraid to speak your mind. Yes, develop the courage to speak your mind. I don't say that we need to become blunt. We don't need to become blunt at all. So we need to become sensible. We need to become intelligent. So, my dear friends and fellows, I think that we should have the ability, the capability to speak our mind. It is so good, it is so important. Speaking your mind. So, that is the number one thing. The number one thing is you are not afraid to speak your mind. Now the second thing is you prefer deep conversation over small talk. Mean instead of just talking superficially, not going deep down where you need to go, not just for the skill of time, not without a reason, but when you need to go deep into any topic, then you are definitely ready to discuss it, deep you prefer deep conversation over small talk. Speaking in another manner, instead of being jack of so many things, it is better to be master of one. It is better to be expert of one. So it is better to, instead of collecting so many of the information, instead of looking upon so many of the issues and the matter, it is better to gain a control. It is better to gain it is better to gain a comprehensive knowledge about something else. So all of that aside, but we should be ready to go into the deeper conversation over the smaller, the superficial talks. Now the third is you are not easily influenced by others. You are not easily influenced by others. You are not so weak that whatever somebody tells you, are so willing. If at all somebody is saying the right and the good thing, do not hesitate to accept it instantly. Do not hesitate to, never resist anything which is reasonable, which is logical, which is which is good. Never resist anything like that. Readily accept all that. But otherwise, if it is not a logical, a reasonable thing, don't be influenced by other people at all. Otherwise, it will develop a weak personality. So this is the number three thing. Now the number four thing is you show empathy toward others. Showing empathy toward others, I think we need to develop the empathy. We need to feel the pain of other people. We need to put ourselves into the shoes of another person. We need to stand in the circumstances of another person. Then only we will be better able to understand how this person is feeling. If I were in their position, I would have been feeling the same thing quite possibly. So, dear friend, you show empathy toward others. Now, the fifth is you embrace change instead of fearing it. You embrace change instead of fearing it. Change, and change. Change is the only permanent thing here in this world. Change is unavoidable. Change is invincible. Those people who are seen resisting the change, they people reach nowhere else at all. They people reach nowhere else at all. So, dear friends and fellows, I think that we need not to fear that we shouldn't be fearing the change at all. Never be afraid, never, and you embrace change instead of fearing it, instead of resisting it. Neither fear it nor resist it. Embrace the change. The change will definitely bring certain new obstacles, hurdles, challenges. But once we are trying to overcome, we develop more experience, learning experience, and we develop the more confidence as well. So it's not bad at all if at all there are certain new challenges and difficulties. On the other hand, there will be definitely certain new opportunities as well. So you are not afraid. You embrace change instead of fearing it. Now the sixth is you are not afraid to be alone. The sixth quality we need to develop in ourselves, we need to practice. You are not afraid to be alone because you rather have the ability to enjoy your own company. But while we are alone, we need to maintain and develop the self discipline. It does not mean that we can't sit with the people. We need to enjoy the relationships. We need to be with the people. We need to be in the company. That is really fine and nice. It's not bad, and rather it is good. But even if at all you do have to spend some of the time alone, be ready for that. Be ready for that because it is really good. So, dear friend, you are not afraid to be alone. Now, the seventh is you don't seek validation from others. You don't seek validation from others. So, asking for the feedback, asking the opinions of other people, and asking the feedback, taking the input from others, that is fine, that is nice, that is really good. But being dependent upon the validation of other people, unless and until other people validate me, I'm not going to do this thing. This is not good at all. This is not good at all. And I repeat my word that seeking the input from other people, the opinion of other people, the feedback from other people, that is good, that is positive, that is constructive. But otherwise, if at all somebody is dependent upon the validation by other people, it is the sign of a weak personality. We need to remove it. Now, the eighth and the last is you are resilient in the face of adversity. You are resilient in the face of adversity. The adversity does strike us at several stages in our life. The adversity does strike us at several stages in our life. So, my dear friends and fellows, I think that we need to stand, we need to be resilient. We need to be resilient. And being resilient, that is so much good. Being flexible, being able to bounce back after failure, after setback, after feeling inadequate. We should have the ability to bounce back. We should have the ability to recover. Recovering from the difficult situation, from the complicated, from the things if at all we do suffer some loss, and it does happen at several stages in our life. I think we should have the ability to withstand and to recover from all that. So, my dear friends and fellows, That is all from me at the moment. If at all we want to become a strong person, we want to develop a strong personality, an inner strength, a mental strength. So the eight of these things are very, very useful and beneficial for us. So thank you very much.